3, 2.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the channel. My name is Sky, and today I'm going to be bringing you a quick video on some things that I know are going to go up in price that you're going to want a head start on come the next patch this January. With the addition to Mutations, there's going to be a lot of hardcore PvE players out there. Mutations are going to completely change the way New World is. It's going to change the economy, how certain things go up in price, how certain things will go down. It's going to flip the game completely upside down. By already testing some mutations out, we know what's needed to complete those. We know what's needed to, do those effectively and as quickly as possible, because if you do them as quickly as possible and you complete them, then you can get a higher gear score up to 625 on your armor, your weapons, jewelry, whatever it is. So I'm just here to give you some advice on things you should buy or maybe start crafting or start making some investments on for this patch coming up. So starting off with number one, and the most important one, is Carnelian gems. These now are going to become a super big priority in order to reduce your threat so you don't pull aggro on bosses, on mobs, or whatever it is that you're going to be fighting. While I was in a mutation last night, I was constantly stealing threat by the amount of damage I was doing with my musket and bow combo. I was constantly pulling ads off my tank, and it was really affecting the group overall gameplay. As you can see on my server, Cut, Pristine, Carnelian, there are none on the trade post right now. I just bought like 5 or 6 of them for like 150 gold a pop, but I am going to save all of my Pristines, whatever, and I'm going to craft them and hoard them until next patch. And when they come out next patch, these are going to sell for maybe double to triple the price. Now, I know for a fact these Carnelians are minimum going to be selling for 250, maybe 300 gold a pop. And the thing is you're going to be needing to swap them out constantly if you don't have different armor sets specifically made for mutations and expeditions. So it could cost you a lot of gold and a lot of time if you don't have armor sets set up for these specific dungeons. Moving on to the next one is going to be weapon coatings. You're going to need, and it's going to be mandatory, these types of weapon coatings: Angry Earth, Corruption, and Ancient. These are the 3 types of weapon coatings that you're going to need. It's going to be mandatory to just increase your DPS while you're in a mutated dungeon, because increased DPS means what? It means faster clear time, it means killing mobs faster, it means getting a higher point score system, and then, that turns into higher gear score, whatever. Weapon coatings are going to be mandatory, and you're going to go through them like water throughout the week. Next up is going to be your trophies. This is for all my furnishing people out there. Your trophies to increase your damage against a specific monster type. So you can have a major one in each one of your houses all around the world for, honestly, a nice chunk of damage increase that could really set the edge for, you completing those mutations. Another thing is also honing stones. Honing stones is going to be very important in increasing your damage. Now, I don't know if you would need the max rank honing stones, but, it's good to keep these in mind as maybe a way to increase your money and make an investment to increase profits. Infused health potions. You're going to be going through health potions constantly inside of these expeditions, and having health potions and stocking up on them now, or maybe even crafting them now and saving them to sell later on, is going to be very important, because you're constantly using these to, survive. Regeneration potions as well. Infused regeneration potions are going to be mandatory in order to survive in there as well, because you want to set that edge so you don't die, because if you die, you lose time on the clock and you lose points as well. Another thing that might go up in price is ward armor. So for example, it could be Ancient Ward. That could be a perk that could end up going up in price significantly due to, tanks needing these, or maybe even, other melee classes needing these. If you're a bruiser and you're going into those mutations, you're going to take damage. Whether you like it or not, you're going to take a lot of damage. Simply having Constitution sometimes isn't enough. You're going to need wards to, for example, Ancient Ward, 5% damage absorption against Ancient Guardians. So if you stack these on all of your armor, That's about 20 to 25% damage reduction against that, which will be huge, 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 huge for survival against these mob types. Now, personally, I'm going to go with a musket and a bow, I think, and just stay as far back as possible. And hopefully I won't need these, but I'm going to need a lot of threat reduction. I'm going to need a lot of threat reduction, and there's talents, for example, like Beloved, that helps you with threat reduction. Now, this is just on your earring for threat reduction. Let's see what else. You could also get threat generation weapons where it's like Hatred, which is 14% more threat. So threat is a huge, huge deal coming into these mutations, and it's going to be something that's going to be needed, and it's going to change the market a lot. Now, this is just the stuff that I've found that is definitely going to be increasing in price and in value come next patch. I mean, I'm going to keep you guys updated on anything that I find. I'm doing loads of testing. I got a lot to do. I also have a ton of these orbs that I've been saving up, so I'm going to be doing a lot of Genesis and Lazarus runs to, you know, make sure I'm prepared. If you guys like this video, if you guys have any advice too, if you have any ideas on what could be more valuable next patch, please let me know. I would love to help and share it with the people. Like and leave a comment below. I would love to talk to you guys. My name's Sky from the Comeback Kids. I'll see you all in the next one. Peace!